right? So Albert Einstein created this formula, and it teaches us how to calculate how many years your money is going to take to double. So it says you take the number 72 and you divide it by the rate of return, and that gives you the number of years. Guys, just knowing this alone is a game changer, right? So you got your money in the bank and you think you're doing great. Well, let's see how great you're doing. Take 72 and divide it by the interest. What is the average interest that the banks are giving us? Does anyone know?
1%.
1%, right? So let's say we're going to keep it simple. 1% for easy math. 72 divided by 1% is what? 72 years. 72 years. So if you have $10,000 and you're getting 1% from the bank, your 10,000 is going to take 72 years. How pathetic is that? How many people even know this information? That your money sitting in the bank earning a whopping 1%, which by the way, the average interest in the bank across the nation is at 0.06. Not even a half a point or a quarter of a point, right? So number one, money sitting in the bank will never double in our lifetime, because how many of us know for sure we're going to live to age 72? And if we do, what is that 10,000 double into 20 in 72 years? What is 20,000 going to do for you in 72 years? Powerful concept. Rule of 72. Now, let's say you're getting 4% and you think you're doing great because you're getting 4. You're still losing because your 10,000 is going to take 18 years. Yes, it's a lot better than 72, but it's going to take it 18 years. And another 18 years to 40. So you mean to tell me you work and save your money for 36 years, you saved up 10, and after 36 years, you get 40. Can you retire on 40,000? Right, nobody can retire on 40,000. Now let's go all the way to 12%. Let's say you're getting 12%, right? Because they are accounts that gives 12%. The average person just don't know where, but they are accounts that are given 12%. 72 divided by 12 is 6 years. So 10,000 today doubles in 6 years to 20, another 6 years to 40, and so forth and so forth. So here you have two individuals, one getting 4%, the other getting 12%, and they're both going to have different outcome numbers in 36 years. One person is going to walk away with 640,000. The other person is going to walk away with 40,000. Which person do you want to be? Right? Everybody's going to say 640, but do you know where to get 12%? That's what we teach. First rule, get your money to double. Get your money to work for you. So if you don't know this rule, it's going to cost you. Because if you have a loan, credit card, student loan, do the math. 72 divided by your student loan, 72 divided by your car loan, or whatever loan you have, divided by the interest. So let's say you have a credit card at 12%, 72 divided by 12% is 6 years. So you borrow 10,000 from the credit card company, and because you don't know this rule and you want to pay 100 here, 40 here, 60 here, 200 here, just all over the place because you don't know this information, you end up paying more than you borrow. First rule to money, always get it to double in a short space of time, right? So let's look at the second rule to taxes, which is taxes. Many people, they really get us here. Because if you have your money in a checking account, savings, CD, which I call certificate of debt, because the interest is pathetic, right? Stocks or mutual fund, yes, it's good that you're saving. But are you saving smart? Because you see, these accounts, as your money get bigger, you also pay more taxes. Right? As your money grow, Uncle Sam is right there with you to collect the extras. Now, what about the folks that have a job? People love to tell me, Odetta, I got a 401k. I got a 403b. I'm excited. Woo woo! I'm saving money in my 401k. And I'm like, yeah, but let me tell you what's going to happen in the end. You see, with a 401k, 403b, IRA, annuity, or pension, Uncle Sam didn't charge us tax in the beginning. We're going to pay tax on the back end when this money has grown and we're ready to touch it. So you're not paying tax on the seed, but you're going to pay tax on the harvest. If you're a farmer, do you want to pay tax on the seed when it's little? Or do you want to pay tax on the harvest when the mango tree is big and blossoming and you got a lot of mangoes falling all over? Or another way of looking at it is, if you read my book, How I Saved $100,000, and you said, hey, that I want to borrow $50,000. And I said, okay, I'm going to lend it to you Godfrey, but I'm not going to tell you how much interest I'm going to charge you until you're ready to pay me back later. Would anybody ever borrow money without knowing how much interest they're going to have to pay later? So why are we doing it? Because 99% of the population is doing it and we think it's the right thing, right? But guess who's running the world? It's the 1% because they know better, right? So with these accounts, yes, it's good that people are saving, but in actuality, two things are going to hit them. The first one I'm going to talk about, which is taxes. Your money grows to, let's say, $500,000. How much of that $500,000 you get to keep is the bigger question. How much of this money now, it grows, right? It grows because you've been saving your 100 or 200 or 500. You've been putting it away for years. And now you're 59 and a half, you're 60, you're 65 or whatever age, and you're ready to touch this money. How much of it you get to keep? If you don't, right? Uncle Sam is the one that decides how much tax he's going to take. So who's in control? You or the government? You have no say of how much Uncle Sam could take from this pool here. So that's the first wake-up call that people are going to get when they're ready to touch this money. On top of it, if you try to take this money before age 59 and a half, what does Uncle Sam do? A 10% penalty because he doesn't want you to touch this money. So do you think it's smart to, number one, save money and it grows to this large sum and you don't know how much of that large sum you get to keep because it's in a tax later account, meaning you don't pay tax today, you pay tax later. That's kind of risky. Why would you put your entire life savings in an account in the future where you don't know how much you get to keep because Uncle Sam first has to take his dib and you don't know how much tax it's going to be, right? So the third place that you could put the money is what we call tax advantage. And what is tax advantage? I mean, the word in itself, advantage, tells you it's a plus. It's a good thing. Tax advantage are these types of accounts. I'm sure you guys have all heard about a Roth IRA. You know, I have a lot of families who are saving money in the 529 college saving, which is a no, right? So if right now you have money for your child saving in the 529, please get in touch with us ASAP and stop funding it. I'm just going to talk two things about the 529 right now since we're on the topic. 529 college saving, yes, it's good that you're saving money for your child's future. But I can tell you firsthand, when a 529 FAFSA application comes across my desk, the minute we see that child has a 529, they're not going to get any free money from the university. So you're leaving money on the table because now you automatically disqualify your child from getting free money from the school. And trust you me, every school has free money. That's one. The second thing that's going to happen to this 529, okay, so now your child is ready to go to college. Let's say your child was scheduled to go to college last year, 2020, and he had 100,000 saved up in his 529. What happened last year? COVID and the stock market tank. Your child just lost 30% of his 100,000. How much does he have now to go to college? Right? So again, if you have a 529, I applaud you for saving, but it's not the best vehicle because number one, you're disqualifying your child from getting free money. And number two, you're also risking with the end number because you don't know what the market is going to do when your child is ready to go to college, right? So these are tax advantage accounts. And yes, on the tax side, you're getting a lot of breaks, right? You're getting a lot of breaks. Now let's look at the third rule of money. And by the way, why is this important? Why do we want to know about taxes? Because depending on where your money is sitting, you're going to know how much you get to keep, right? If your money's in a tax later, you have no control how much you get to keep. If your money's in a tax advantage, well, you know, hey, Uncle Sam already taxed me. I ain't got to worry about Uncle Sam right now, right? The third investment option are fixed, variable, and index. So let's look at the fixed. Fixed account give you a fixed rate. That should be a problem. Why would you want to put your money in anything that is fixed? If it's fixed, you're also stunting your money from growing, right? So let's say they give you 4%. It's always going to be 4%. You'll never get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's always going to be 4. So although your money is safe, you're really not going to grow it a lot because of the interest. And that's important because look, rule 72. Divide the interest. That tells you how much years your money is going to take to double, right? Next option is the stock market. I had a client call me today. She has an IUL. And after 2 years, she calls me to tell me, I want to close this. I'm like, are you smoking weed? No, I'm joking, right? I'm joking. When you put your money in the stock market, what is going to happen when the stock market go down? You're going to lose money. Guys, millionaires and billionaires don't want to lose money. So why should we be okay with losing money? Nobody should be okay with losing money. I had a lot of clients who has money in the stock market, and last year they were crying. I have a top Southwest airline client, right, who has so much money, and even though he's retired, he's still losing money because his money is sitting in a variable account, which is a stock market. So with the stock market, you have no safety. None whatsoever. If the market does negative, all your money is gone. I've had clients to tell me, oh my God, that I lost all. I'm like, it's really heartbreaking when you sit with families every day and you hear stories. You have to be passionate about showing people this information to help them stop losing money when the stock market go down. Right? Nobody should be okay with losing money when the stock market go down. Nobody should be okay with losing money when the stock market go down, when there are alternative choices. You don't have to lose money. I don't want to lose $1. I don't even want to go to the casino and gamble because I don't want to lose money. You don't have to lose money. Some people tell me, oh, that I didn't lose a lot. You didn't have to lose any, right? So with the stock market, that's how it is. You're going to lose money when the market go down. And yes, you could make money. So you could do both, right? But just don't have all your eggs in one basket, because if you're saving for your retirement in a 401k, what if 2020 was the year you were scheduled to retire? Or 2021 is the year you were scheduled to retire? What's going on right now with the market? It's unstable. We're in a recession. So you don't know how much money you're going to end up with, because on top of it, you got to pay a lot of tax on your 401k. And two, whatever the market does, you're going to lose. So although you can grow, it's not safe. But now I'm going to show you guys a vehicle called the IUL that has your money safe, never, ever, ever, ever lose money. And what did Warren Buffett say about investing? Never, ever, ever lose money is his rule number one. And rule number two, remember rule number one, never ever lose money. Never ever lose money. Never ever lose money. When you know about these strategies, you cannot help but stack in your IUL, because you are never ever losing money. And that right there, never ever losing money, is equivalent to making more money, because you have safety and you have growth. What does the IUL look like? It gives you four things. Not only you're growing your money can grow up to 15% interest, but your money is also safe. You're guaranteed 0.75. This, even the worst case scenario, is better than the banks, because the banks are not even giving you 0.75. The bank is giving you 0.06. So here, your money is going to grow and your money is safe. You're guaranteed never to lose money. On top of it, it's tax-free. What did I say about tax-free? Tax-free money is more money. Never losing money is more money. So you want to touch this money at any age, tax-free. So if you're saving for your retirement, that's how you have a predictable income. Because you know when you get to 65 or whatever age, whatever you see in your account, that's what you're getting. You ain't got to worry about taxes. You ain't got to worry about market risk. And the fourth thing that you also get is life insurance, long-term care, critical and terminal. What does this mean? God forbid we get sick along the way. Boy, we got some money coming to us.